Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the female solution.
And welcome to Global Talks, our September edition, with myself, Zanna. And today I am introducing to you a very special gentleman, all the way from London. Well, very near to London. This gentleman has actually taught me so much about breaking free from a centralized system to a decentralized system. And we are actually about to learn a whole lot more about taking everything into our own control. So, with no further ado, let me introduce to you Mr. Tony Bello.
Hello. Hi, Susanna. How are you?
I'm very well, and I've been looking forward to this show very, very much. And I hope our audience are going to enjoy this, because I think it's going to be more than enjoying, because I think it's going to be really opening up people's eyes and thought processes, and what changes that they might make for the future. So, where shall we start? I think let's start with giving our audience a brief about yourself. So, let me
a brief about myself. Wow, yeah. Put me on the spot there. Okay, should I start from childhood? Let's start from childhood.
I think start from kind of where your experiences that lead you up to what we're going to talk about.
Okay. Well, in brief, I just say obviously my background is engineering. I studied civil engineering at university, and then I went to do a master's in using computers in engineering, and from there on, I mastered myself into the IT side, and carried on looking at seeing the change, the revolution in terms of the internet, changing over from just web pages to now e-commerce, and everybody wanted a page to be seen. Now I see another transition that we're all seeing today with regards to intelligence online. So and in terms of, I've written a number of programs for companies, and also in terms of blockchains, in terms of smart contracts, all these funny words that you're probably going to learn more about when you get into the decentralization world. That's me in a nutshell.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I have to say that since I have been learning from you, we'll get on later to how I've been learning from you, but I've learned a huge amount, and it's really deepened my knowledge. Right. And in deepening that knowledge, it's actually made my whole way of thinking, I would say, a more intelligent approach.
Oh, wow.
To how I move forwards now. Because I think a lot of people would feel just like me, a little bit kind of stuck, like, well, I don't know that I know how to do that, and I'm not good enough to learn all that sort of stuff. But what we're learning from you is all that sort of stuff, but at baby level. So we're starting off with the 5-piece jigsaw, and then we can deepen it and do a 10-piece jigsaw, and then we can deepen it again. And well, you're probably on a 20,000 jigsaw. I don't know. Gradually, we're kind of getting
I'm getting there.
You're getting there. We're getting there. I'm getting there. And it's a massive boost of confidence. So you've written a book with your friend.
Yes. Co-writer.
This is the book called Breaking Free from Centralized Control to DEFI Freedom. I'm fascinated to know what triggered you to write this book. And this was with your friend Chris Hilaire. And here we have a picture of you both and the book. So tell me, what triggered you both to put this book together?
Well, for me, what triggered me was just knowing that the world is changing. We've gone from paper currency to now we're transformed to cards, and now we're digital currency. Some of us rarely use our cards now, and then we're now digital currency. People get confused with digital currency, and they get confused with DeFi, which is in terms of decentralized finance. So I noticed a lot of people were actually getting scammed, getting into problems, giving people their private keys, all kinds of things, and they were not in control, even though they were in a decentralized world. So I thought to myself, why are, and then it was given the decentralized world, crypto, the lot, a bad name. And it was convenient, to be honest with you, for the centralized system, because the centralized system does not want you to get decentralized, which means centralized system is somebody is in control, an organization or somebody's in control of your finances. Decentralized is you are in control of it, and you can make decisions without being asked any questions. Also, also noticed that a lot of people really did want to go into the decentralized world, but they were scared. They needed someone to hold their hands, and they needed some basic book. And that's really what breaking free is. And the whole point, the title, breaking free, we need to break free from the chains of centralization, the big banks. I mean, can you believe it? We bailed the banks out, and the banks are now giving us problems now. I mean, we're being charged now for having a current accounts. We're being charged for transactions. I don't mind being charged for transactions, but at least let us have a say in what we use and how we use it. And that's really what motivate myself and Chris Hilaire to get involved, to write this book on decentralization, breaking free. We need to break free. You know that song, I want to break free? Yeah.
Brilliant. We're just looking at an image of the back of the book. It's an absolutely brilliant book. I just want to show everyone. Ta-da! I have the book, and I have to tell you, I bought the hardcover. You got your book. This book here is a genius. It's brilliant because it is the beginner or the novice handbook, but it's also for those that have good knowledge as a refresher, and also for people that have the knowledge. I feel this book is a way forward to help people explain things better. A lot of people really understand it very well.
Exactly.
When they get this book, and they can even just pick out a section that they want to perhaps talk with somebody about, and it's going to benefit. So it benefits a lot of people. I am so happy that I bought this book. It's brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll talk more about the book, but I was just going to say that I was talking with my daughter about today's show and telling her what it was going to be about. And I think that a lot of people, like you said, are afraid of decentralized. Well, I've got to handle it all by myself. Whereas at the moment, we rely on the centralized. You see, I'm talking like I'm trained.
You are trained. You are trained.
But I am a whole lot more confident now in my understanding and feeling more confident because I know what I'm saying right. You see, we have been forever used to the banks telling us how to manage our money. And if we forget a password or whatever, we just phone the bank and they sort it all out. And it's fantastic. It feels very comfortable. So I think when we're told, well, actually, there's another choice and it will give you freedom and you won't be controlled, but you're going to have to manage it all by yourself. It's kind of like, oh, I don't know that I could do that.
Yeah.
Do you find people have that same, are you confronted with people with the same fear?
Well, that's one of the reasons why we wrote the book, and hopefully by the time they read the book, they feel a bit more confident in making the right decisions. The reason why people have had challenges in the past is because of the fact of lack of knowledge, and lack of knowledge makes them make wrong decisions. And also lack of knowledge also makes them give information away to people that they shouldn't give. For example, we know about private keys, we know about secret codes and so on, but a lot of people will not know, and somebody that's trying to help them. And usually the problem is not decentralized finance or crypto. The problem is they're getting someone to help them do it. And when it goes wrong, they don't blame that person really, they blame the whole crypto decentralized world. And that's it. And also, like you said, banks, we've been so used to being like babied and cuddled and so on, and not responsible for our decisions. And the funny thing about it now is the banks are indirectly going that way anyway. Because how many times you call the bank and speak to somebody on the phone? Yeah. Yeah. So that's it.
Exactly. I think also that something that some of us are a bit aware of us of, others are not aware at all, and other people are hugely aware that our whole centralized system of finance is literally about to change.
Exactly.
But I think most of us are kind of like sort of knowing, but not really knowing what's going to happen, and not really knowing how it's going to affect us, or what choices we've got. So that's another point, isn't it?
That is.
What you're offering is choice. So if we've got knowledge, we're going to be better equipped to make other choices.
Exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. We don't just give knowledge on the decentralized world. We also give knowledge on the centralized world. And the reason why we give knowledge on the centralized world is so that you can compare and contrast. I mean, you talk about money. Money is now, how many times, how often do you see your money now? It's a number, isn't it? It's a digital.
Yeah.
It's a digital thing. That money is not even there because now the banks has managed such great ways of saying this is your money, but it's not actually there. And you know when it's not there? You know when it's not there when you try and draw £5,000 out, and they say, "Why do you need it? You can't ask for it right now. You need to give us warning." Why do you need to give somebody warning about your money in the bank? Because guess what? They're using it to make money, and that's one of the things. Now, there's rumors, by the way. There's rumors, right? By the way, where they're now going into the digital currency, and what they're looking at is how can they make your money expire? Can you imagine that your money can have an expiry date? Because, and you know what, when it has expired, if you don't use your money before a certain date, it expires on you. That's blows your mind, doesn't it? But they are looking.
Completely blown my mind when I heard you talking about this the other day, and it's just beyond me.
Yeah.
But that can easily happen. It's quite likely to, isn't it?
Well, they have control.
Exactly, and that's the whole point. And I think because there's never been another choice, and because everything for such a long time has just been systematically the same, we haven't really needed to give it any deeper thought.
Yeah, you see, what I always say to people is, let us be proactive rather than reactive. A lot of people will react if and when that happens. But we don't need to be reactive. We can actually start building our knowledge, learning things from you can pick up the book and get the book, read it, find out how this whole system works. And then also later on, which we'll probably talk about later, is it's not just a static content, it's attached to a electronic content, which is an online system. Okay?
Yeah, brilliant. We are going to go into a short break. And when we come back, I just want to delve into the book a bit deeper. See you in a few seconds.
Thank you.
We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, Palestine, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all. Join us live on the on-air radio network called 727-731-5192. We want to talk to you.
Welcome back. So, I wanted to talk more about the book, Breaking Free by Tony Bello and Chris Hilaire. I bought my book on Amazon. It was very easy. Can we tell the audience how they're going to buy the book and the two types? I'm going to go back to you now to talk about that. Oh, I can't hear you, actually. I don't know what's happened there. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but your sound has muted somehow. So I'm assuming that the audience won't be able to hear you, because we're going to be talking about how we can purchase the book. Can you hear me, Tony? I can't hear you at all. So we'll just pause for a moment and hopefully we can get the sound fixed. I can't hear you at all. Let's see what we can do.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody. Friends, neighbors, family members, co-workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news. That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home. All you need is a media connection, somebody to connect you to an audience. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, child care services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money.
I hope you can hear me now.
Yes, hurrah!
I think that might have been something to do with centralization.
Yeah, probably.
They might be listening in. Let's silence them. Silence them.
They need to fasten themselves to their chairs then, because we're talking about the book and how we can purchase the book, which is very easy. So I'll hand over to you on that.
Well, you mentioned there's two ways. You can get it straightforward. Amazon, just look for Breaking Free, Tony Bello or Chris Hilaire. The other way is some people want to actually get involved and try this whole thing out and make it more practical, and also have a academy attached to it. So the way to get it with attaching we have a book, which is an ebook, which is just a smaller version of this main book. It's a smaller version. It's probably about 1/3 the content, but it has enough information for you to understand about decentralized finance, and also to get involved with decentralized finance, which is the education of decentralized finance online. And we link that book to a organization or company which was called Trust Poly, which is a decentralized smart contract. And what happens is you buy the book, and then you get an address from Trust Poly, and then we give you a free startup. In terms of, we give you 13 polls to start up your own training with Trust Poly, and at the same time there's also a business attached to it, and that's how we do it. So this website, as you can see here, is our website, My DeFi Book. If you scroll down, you can see it's $5.99. It's much cheaper than the paperback or the hardback, because it's a shorter version. And when you click on it, like you see, click buy now. If you see click buy now, what you'll see is it will now ask you to put your details in. And if you scroll down on those details, you will see somewhere where it says wallet. Now, you can only fill this in if you have a wallet address, and that's the MetaMask wallet. But you can get that if you download the Trust Poly app. And that's all that information. If you look at trustpoly.com, you look at the homepage, it gives you the instructions on how to join. Yeah. And it will actually also bring you back to our book. I hope that's clear. Yeah.
Absolutely. So running along the bottom of the screen for our audience, they can take a picture or a screenshot, but they will see the mydefibook.com website, where they will be able to go and purchase. But tell us a little bit more about what they would need to be able to do that.
Well,
because
Suzanne?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. I think all they need to do is, number one, the book is there for them to know more about decentralized finance, understand about decentralized finance. And decentralized finance, for those people that are not aware, it's not just about crypto. Yeah, it's a whole big world. So you need to just understand crypto is a small little part of the big world. So that's the key. That's number one. So you can buy the book, the e-version of the book, the shorter version of the book online, which is just like you've seen on mydefibook.com. And then that gives you access to the Trust Poly Academy. The Trust Poly Academy is a decentralized business where we produce content on a weekly basis. And we actually also have boot camps. I also do some of the training on there. There's a number of trainers on there. I'm one of the trainers. We produce content. We also look at what's happening, what's new, and so on. So not only do you have a book, because once you finish the book, what next? That's the question you can ask me. What next? How do I learn more? Well, you learn more by coming onto the training platform, which is Trust Poly Decentralized Smart Contract. Now, the other good thing about it is, once you're happy with what you see on Trust Poly, the good news is you can also introduce people to it. And there is an amazing compensation plan. I've never seen anything like it. Can you imagine if you invite someone to Trust Poly, you will end up getting the majority of the money back. Yeah. And that's amazing. Yeah, I hope that makes it clear what you're asking.
One thing, because understanding the Trust Poly Academy, it's actually a recognised official app on the App Store.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can download it from the App Store and the Play Store.
Yeah. But that's to me, that's very significant. I felt, because it's quite a process, isn't it?
It was quite a big battle. I had a few. I think that's me again, is it?
Okay, so we don't want you just yet. Carry on.
Don't want me. Okay. Yeah, two for the price of one.
You.
Yeah. But I mean, what we have to understand is one thing. We have a battle of two different worlds. We have the decentralized world and we have the centralized world. But obviously, when it goes on to the app, we're battling with the centralized world. So therefore, we're asking the centralized world to host a decentralized concept. So it becomes a battle, but we came to an agreement and we got it on there, and everyone can have access. That means in terms of the world, you have access to the world. Yeah. And people can just go online, download it onto their phone. They can even, when they download it onto their phone, if they go and buy the ebook and they get to access the academy free. But the good news also is that they can also access their ebook from the app also.
Yeah, brilliant. So the book, and because I think that the book and the training that it's linked to is actually incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Because it all blends.
Yeah.
It's like making a cake, isn't it? It all literally just blends and then it rises. The training we're going to talk a little bit more after the next commercial break that will be in a few minutes about the boot camps, and I think myself and our audience would be curious to understand what more they could learn. Now, I did actually attend your boot camp, blown away, absolutely amazed. It was brilliant, and I learned so much. So in a moment, when we come back after a short commercial break, can we talk about the boot camp in a bit more depth?
Yeah,
that would be brilliant. I think, what you're teaching us is amazing, and we're going to have a little look at this video of yours, which I really like. So I hope the audience actually listen to what you're saying in here, and we will play that now. And then
what's the solution? Which ones are coming up? Well, definitely tech, but not just any tech. We're talking about advanced tech. Security is going to be a problem, but we don't need policemen on the road. We need policemen online. We need cyber security. We need data. Data is going to be a massive thing. So isn't this exciting? Joe's saying something about where they used to employ 50 people, to do a certain task or a certain job. Now they need 5 people. If we look at it from this angle, does that not mean that we should now start businesses today? Because where you had to start a business and you needed 50 or 100 people to run that business, now you only need, say, 5 people because of AI, ChatGPT, all these things. It means that small business can be large businesses.
Interesting.
We're going to talk a bit about that when we come back from the commercial, because I want you to explain what you were talking about. So we'll go into that commercial break and come out, and we're going to talk about this. See you in a moment.
See you.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're 3 Black moms.
And in case you didn't notice the resemblance, we're also 3 sisters.
We're going to be coming to you every week, sharing our successes and our mistakes as we navigate our lives as moms, wives, sisters, daughters, and of course, Black women in today's world.
We'll talk about it all: race, politics, religion, economics, culture, and we'll take a look at everything from whether or not to use corporal punishment to how do you teach your children about sex.
Look for our upcoming book, Growing Up Charles. It's a personal story about our lives growing up in Maple Park on Chicago's South Side. I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're 3 Black moms. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 3 Black Moms.
Love that commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. So we had a look at a short video of yours. All of your videos can actually be found on your TikTok.
It can be found on TikTok, found on YouTube. There's quite a few. Yeah, but TikTok and YouTube, yeah, definitely.
And how can people find you? How can the audience
on YouTube, you can find me if you look for the Game Challenger. We want to challenge the game. Yeah, Game Challenger. On TikTok, it should be at the Game Challenger too. Yeah, at the Game Challenger.
Yeah, brilliant. There's so many, and I spend ages and I waste a ton of time just looking at all your videos.
I hope you don't waste time.
No, I don't waste. It's usually because it's making me late, because then I've got, I'm going to do the next one. I'm late. And I have to dash off. Fabulous. So can you talk about that video that we've just watched? Because some people may be kind of thinking, well, what's he going on about? Data.
Okay.
And...
Well, I think just like we said, to know more about these videos, you need to just get yourself onto Trustpoly, get the book, get yourself onto Trustpoly. On there, we have webinars, we have boot camps, we have meetings, leadership meetings. We have all these things going on, as well as we have pre-recorded training, which is training that can help everyone. And that one particular was our AI boot camp. We have crypto boot camp, we have AI boot camp. We also have a wellness boot camp coming up. And this is really what it's all about. For me, I think the world is changing, and changing means that we either wait for the change, or we become part. We actually work with the change, or part of it. So you can either be a casualty of the change, or you can be in there, being part of the change. So for me, AI cannot be ignored. AI in every part of the world, in terms of AI, in terms of crypto, AI in terms of security, AI in terms of your business. There isn't a business that I know today that's not going to be affected by AI, whether it be positive or negative. The challenges a lot of people are going to have is if they don't act now, they could be a casualty of AI in the future. And AI is not here contrary to popular belief. It's not here to take your jobs. It's here to improve your productivity and make sure you're more efficient, so your company can be up there with the best. And that's the key thing. It's been creeping into, some of you say, oh, as if AI was been here just yesterday. Listen, you've been training AI for the last decade. Yeah. Anyone that has a Ring doorbell, yeah, or what's that one that you speak into? Alexa. All these things have been spying on you for the last decade, so that they can actually build all these patterns and build all this data about you, so that they can actually bring out AI. So we've been all part of the experiment, the big experiment. So now don't be a casualty of it. What I'm saying is we can actually start looking at having small businesses acting as big businesses. You can do a flyer like this flyer that you're seeing here. You can do a flyer like that. Before you would have to contract a graphic designer to do all that. You can do that on AI if you know how to get the prompts right. And we train on we train on that. And then also in terms of businesses, we can specialize the training on that side. Again, there are recorded training, there's live training, there's webinars, there's discussion. What I'm saying to everybody here is be part of this community. We don't want it to centralize our business. We want everyone to be part of the business. And being part of the business is coming on board. How much is $5.99? In the UK, that's less than a lottery ticket. Some of us buy lottery tickets every week and we lose every week. You don't need to be a loser. Every time you do that, you can be a winner. And not only that, you learn more about the whole crypto market. You learn more about the whole, in terms of, if you heard about airdrops, if you heard about meme coins, all these things. But we're applying AI to everything we do. That's what I mean by what I'm saying there. There's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity we have right now.
I think it's a massive opportunity. Opportunity to learn. Because I think a lot of people kind of, maybe I would classify old school. I would call myself old school. And I think it's very easy. Our children now, my grandsons, they're already there. What are you doing? You don't do it like that. And they barge in and press the buttons. All right. Quite funny, actually. So they are already kind of there. AI, for a lot of people, been around a few decades. I think it'd be kind of something that you'd think, oh, I wouldn't need to do that, or I wouldn't be able to do that, or I'm a bit beyond that now. I'm a bit old, a bit past that. I think not at all, because I think it opens up massive opportunity and it's not difficult. Right. So I think that's the other thing. People think it would be too complicated or difficult. Not at all. It's just learning a process. And that's what you're offering, which I think is unbelievably fantastic. It's also a community where if you've got a question, I guess you can ask the question.
That's right. Definitely.
Because I think, if you can read a book, you can read the book, but it can't talk back to you. But in a community, you can ask the question and have the conversation. And again, in the training as well, and I did attend the training, and if you have a question, you can ask it and you're going to get the answer back. Absolutely brilliant. I know that you've got so much coming up in the near future. Are you able to give us a couple of snippets?
Well, I'll give you a few. I mean, we have a Trust Poly, we have a chat app coming up. Those of you that use your WhatsApp and all that stuff, we have our own chat app. And the difference, some people say, well, why do you want to do another chat app? The difference is this chat app is decentralized. Decentralized. That means nobody owns it. It's everybody. It's the communities. So we have a chat, and also it's encrypted, so therefore no one can have that. Even it's basically that's one. I just say that I won't say too much on that side.
Before we move on to anything else, I want to ask a few more questions about that, because somebody is, or I think a lot of people would think, oh well, I've never had any problems with WhatsApp or whatever. So how would that benefit me?
Well, I think we always have to go back to being in control, or not being in control. I think some people have faced whereby they have Facebook, for example, closing their account down, suspending their account, because it's a centralized business. You some of us have had our bank accounts frozen because a transaction might not have happened, and we have to explain why, because it's centralized. All we're doing is trying to make just a few people very rich, but we want the community to be wealthy, the community, not just one or two people that control the whole system. And also government authorities can come and close Facebook down. When you're decentralized, or WhatsApp, when you're decentralized, that can't happen because it's on the blockchain. It could be on a blockchain. It could be on a decentralized servers, which are split all around the world. Nobody's in control. Nobody owns it. Nobody said you can't do that or you can do that. Obviously, you have the authority. You can block people if you don't like what they're saying. Yeah, freedom of speech, all this stuff is going on here. So I think that's why we have that. Remember, we're all about decentralization, not just decentralized finance, decentralize everything. Yeah, because we want the people, give the power, give the value back to the people. Yeah. Stop making just 10 or 20 people very billionaires. Yeah, and everyone really on that. So that's one of the missions I have. I mean, obviously, as you know, I was born in the UK, but my parents are Nigerian. And I sometimes, when I go to Nigeria, I get very disappointed about what's happening there. I think really we'd love to have a blockchain for Africa. We're not doing it, but we have, would love to have smart contracts for Africa. Yeah, we'd love to have AI. I was watching on the news the other day. AI, Africa is being left behind. Yeah, the third world is being left behind. Yeah, we need people like myself and people to join the community so that we can have that discussion and then we can have that independence and have that decentralized. Yeah. But the other way you look at it is when you talk about centralized again, there are people in countries being affected by government decisions because everything is centralized. And when you're decentralized, you don't get affected by those things. You get affected by global decisions, not local or national decisions. And those are things. So we're excited anyway about having it. Absolutely. We're excited that we'll be able to talk to each other like this one day without having to worry about who's snooping, and we'll be able to do this and be in control of the system.
Yeah. And we can learn a whole lot more about that on the boot camps, of course.
Exactly.
There's something else up your sleeve?
Yeah. I mean, we're working. We want to be working with artists. We've got a particular artist we're looking at the moment, whereby we want to do meme coins. And those of you that know meme coins, these are play coins. These are play. You can play with them. You don't have to be scared of them because you can play with them. They're crypto coins, but they're actually play coins. And funny enough, some people have made millions from them just by spending less than 1 pence or 1 cent. Yeah. And suddenly it's gone viral. So we want to use it as a way of raising funds for local artists that don't have those funds. And that's our give back to the community, give back to, and then also it's the community that's now part of the fan club, isn't it? And it's a community that's actually, so it's all about decentralization.
I think that's exciting.
Yeah.
I think that's exciting. You've mentioned the payment system. Is that?
Yeah, the payment system is there. There's some. I mean, to be honest with you, there are some countries where more advanced than others. There's certain countries right now where you can have crypto and you can send it to your bank account. For example, in Nigeria, if you have crypto, you can convert that crypto into Naira, and it lands in your bank account in Nigeria. But this is another thing that's behind the scenes. We don't want to say too much about it because it might just light up something that we can't control. So we want to take it nice and easy on that side.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, brilliant. There's so much going on.
There's so much going on. There's so much going on. And I think one thing that we have to understand is, look, step by step. Yeah. Don't look at the mountain. Don't look at how high. Go step by step. And step by step is number one. Know your knowledge. Think about it. Learn. Don't let someone tell you about crypto. Don't let someone tell you about decentralized finance. Read about it.
The book is not expensive, honestly.
Simple words.
It's accessible to everybody, really.
Simple words. And just like Susanna said, it can't talk back. So guess what? If you need to ask questions, that's why you have the Trust Poly Academy. And if you need to top up on what you've learned from the book, you have Trust Poly Academy there too for that. Okay.
Absolutely genius. We're going to go into a short break and then we're going to come back and we'll carry on. A few more things to say and another video too. See you in a moment.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, you know what? We have talked about a lot. I think that's a lot for our audience to take on board. We will be reaching the end of this, I think, absolutely fantastic chat today, talk. What I want to do is really just focus on what our audience can do now. They need to be able to connect with you. So running along the bottom, we've also got your email address. So anybody from anywhere, take a screenshot or jot down your email address if they need to contact you to ask anything at all. You might want to connect with Tony just to ask questions about what your next steps are. So we've talked about the ebook and the website DeFiBook.com, and this is where you will actually purchase the book. So let me hand over to you so that we can just round up what people potentially can do to connect with you.
Okay. Well, I think that you just said it really. The email address is there. The website's there. To be able to get involved into trustbody.com, which is the actual decentralized training platform, that you need to have a sponsor. So you need to know if somebody has invited you onto this show, you need to talk to them if they're involved in TrustBody. If you don't have a sponsor, then obviously you can get in touch with myself or Susanna or anyone that you know who's in TrustBody. Yep. And then also what I would say too is in terms of my main concern is the people that are taking this lightly. That's my main concern.
Yeah.
The people, and to be honest with you, my people, yeah, the community in terms of the Black and African American, African Caribbean community. When these things happen, we get affected the most unless we take action now. Yeah, even the minorities, yeah, out there. Yeah, we need to start. Now, I do run also physical. Some of you that are old school, I think Zanna mentioned some of you us are old school. We're not used to all this tech stuff. I'm actually going to be running face-to-face training on crypto, on decentralized finance in my office. I'm based in Croydon. So if you happen to be in London, it's not quite easy to get to. I'm also going to be doing face-to-face training for AI. We're looking at designating like a Saturday morning session or Saturday afternoon session for that, because I feel it's very, very important for us to really get on board on AI. Some people, you need to see it to believe it. Some people are not techie like myself and Susanna in terms of being able to be on a show like this. So you need to physically see it and then get the confidence and the courage to do more with it and to be able to apply it to your business. So I think for me, we're giving you all the routes to success. You have the online one, you have the offline one, you have the face-to-face one, and anything else you want. If you're part of the community, you can make suggestions. And if you're part of the community, your voice is heard. So we will act on it. If we can do it, we'll do it. If we can't do it, we'll find ways or different alternatives for what you have. So I think it's very important for us. In terms of engaging also, once the community, like I told you already, being part of the TrustBody community and having this is the full version of the book, but the short version of the book, which is the ebook, you can have that ebook, which is $5.99, which is about £4.50, I think it is. You can have that ebook, and then you can get free membership to TrustBody, which is then going to be assigned to your TrustBody account. I would say everyone on this show right now, just go go onto the App Store, go onto Play Store, look for Trustpoly on your Play Store or App Store. Sometimes it's called Trustpoly Academy, I think, on the App Store, and it's called Trustpoly on Play Store. So download that first. Number one, download that first. Now, when you download it, obviously you access that app. One thing I'll say is make sure it's going to ask you to create a password. Now, create a password, and save it somewhere. Don't forget your password. Because remember, why do I say don't forget your password? We're not interested in your password. We're not a centralized authority. Yeah, we are decentralized. So you own your password. You're responsible for your password. You lose your password, you lose your system. Yeah. So that's number one. And then once you are able to get into Trustpoly, the next thing you need to do for the first time, some of you, this will happen for the first time in your life, you will have a wallet. What on earth is a wallet? What on earth is a wallet? Well, that's why you need to actually get onto read this book, so you know what a wallet is. Read this book, and you'll get a wallet. So you get a wallet. How do you access that wallet on? How do you create that wallet on Trustpoly? Once you log in with your password for the first time, you will see a link at the bottom right-hand corner. You click on that link called Register, and then you will see a funny number at the top of your screen, and it will have a button, a blue button beside it. Click on Copy. My suggestion is copy that. That's your wallet address. That's your public address. There'll also be something which is called a private address, which you share with nobody. Don't share that with anybody. If Susanna calls you and says, what's your private address? Say, Tony says I should not share that with anybody. Yeah, don't share that. That is your key to financial freedom. Don't let anyone steal your freedom. So we're breaking free. Copy that. Don't copy it. Write it down. Write it down. You know what I advise people? Write it down in 4 different places and store it in 4 different places. Yeah. So therefore, if you lose one, you still got 3 more attempts, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. There are some people in this world right now that had Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin. Bitcoin was about 1 pence. 1 pence in 2010 or 2009. How much is Bitcoin today now? 100 and something dollars, 113,000 or whatever dollars. Can you imagine? It was only 1 cent. Imagine you lost your key. Yeah, there were some people lost their key. Yeah. They lost millions of dollars because they lost their key, yeah. or they gave their key to somebody else, so somebody else became a millionaire, not them. Yeah, so please, this is why you have to be in control. Now, you also have to learn about, there are the big organizations know that decentralized finance is going to happen whether they like it or not. So they themselves are now getting in. They're getting in, and they're saying, guess what? We will give you the comfort of a bank, but you have your crypto. And we will take charge of your private key. You will not have a private key. Yeah. And so they will take custody of it. You've got to be careful. It's okay to do it sometimes, but it's not if you're just crossing the bridge, but don't make a habit of it. Because guess what's going to happen? The banks are now going to be taking over, if you're not careful, the decentralized world, because they will take care of you from that angle. Yeah, you need to take control. If you want the best out of this, you take control. AI, again, guys, you want to learn everything about AI, come on to the Trustpoly. The book, AI is not in the book, by the way, please. It's not in the book. That's why you need to that's why you need to join the Trustpoly Academy, because AI is changing every day. You can't, I thought about writing a book on AI, because I know a lot about AI. But every time I write a book, it's changed. So I said, nah, forget it. Put that aside. That's changing. Everything changes. Tomorrow it will change again. Yep. So that's one thing. So that's it. Wellness. Oh, you need to look good, feel good. Yeah. You know, some of us are, we say oldies. You know, I worked out that you enjoy your life from probably age 0 to 21 or 25. Then your life is now, you are now taking care of your kids. It's not too enjoyable when you're taking care of your kids. And they don't leave home. You might get married at 30. They don't leave home till they're 25. Don't deceive yourself. They don't leave home. They're dependent. They're dependent on you until they're 25. Your independence day comes after 25. That means you will start enjoying life after 60. So you need to know how to take care of yourself. Wellness is another big thing. You need to understand that the food is changing. And you know why it's changing? Centralized control. Yeah? So we need to decentralize that. You need to start growing your vegetables in your garden. Yeah? So you have a bit of control. You need to have some chickens running around. So you know that chicken is a chicken. Some of you are eating chicken that are not chicken. It just says label chicken. I'm just saying. Just joking.
Key, isn't it?
So knowledge is power. Let's move forward. Knowledge is power. I'm here for you. Susanna's here for you. Rosanna is here for you. We're all here for you on this journey. This journey is an amazing journey. It's going to be the biggest industrial revolution ever. The biggest, because it's not just one thing. It's not just AI. Yeah. You have the decentralized finance there too. Yeah. And you have think about the nightmare security now. Like I said on that video, we don't need police on the beat anymore. The beat is online now. We need police online because some of you would have known Jaguar got cyber attack, didn't they? Now what's happened? They closed all the operations down. Now, do you know what's going to happen in the future? AI is going to be used to do cyber attack. And that's going to be crazy. Do you also know that it's possible that these robots that are being programmed, they can have the wrong code in there and start malfunctioning? And rather than listening to us, they tell us to get lost, that we program ourselves. Yeah, you've heard about DeFi. It's fun because we're in control, but it's not fun if you're not in control.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so I think I'll hand over to you, Susanna.
Oh, Tony, do you know what? I could talk with you for another hour. Please, audience, come and join Tony. And this is what I say. We need to educate ourselves. We have to do that in order to gain the knowledge. And therefore, each one of us, we need to take action. Take action. Thank you massively for today. It's been amazing. They will be on the Female Solution YouTube. You can watch the replay. It'll be everywhere else as well, social media. So watch it again or find the information you need from it or contact Female Solution. You can get in touch with me or the email to Tony. We are going to play out on your last video, which is an inspiration.
Can I show you my shirt? Can I show you my shirt?
Oh, show me your shirt. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Trust Polyman.
Brilliant. Well, I haven't got the shirt yet, but I'm looking for a cowl neck. But I do have the book. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Tony, thank you hugely. And we're going to play out
thank you for having me.
Your last video. It's been amazing. Hope you'll come again.
I think it's playing out.
Seconds, we will have.
There, it's your girl Heather Braid here.
Not her.
She's prettier than me, you know, that one. I think I could do with her on my team. Yes, it's me again. You've got another day of me in this world. I'm so excited. I've been given another day, another chance to make a difference in this world. You know what I'm also excited about? I read something today. Listen to this carefully. Created from love. Worked hard for all my dreams. Robbed along the journey. But this destination of greatness cannot be stolen. Wow. That's by Usain Bolt. We all know that he had over 10 million pounds stolen from his account. And he's still positive. That's the way I want you all to be. Positive. Yeah? Because guess what? It's only a on the journey of greatness that happened. I am so excited. My son was excited when he met Usain Bolt last week, and I'm excited reading his book. My quote to you today is, don't allow these things that try and steal your dream, try and steal your success, to disturb your journey to greatness. You are on your route to greatness, and things are likely to happen to test you. And this is something that I'm excited about and I'm inspired about today. I'm motivated to make a difference. I'm sharing this with you because I want you to get up, stand up, and move forward. No matter what you're going through, someone is going through this. Protect your destination, protect your success. Go out there and fight for it. You are great, and I'll see you at the top.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, dhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, ngiyabonga. Senegal, jaref. Kenya, asante. Israel, toda. Pakistan, shukriya. Afghanistan, tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.